Hello everyone, my name is Michelle Campos and I would like to discuss with you some of the skills that I've managed to gain while being a student at the University of Houston, along with some experiences that I've managed to obtain while working for Cypress Fairbanks Independent School District. So let's start by going over some experiences that I've recently gained. As I explained earlier, I'm currently a U of H student. I'm working towards my organization leadership and supervision degree. I also currently work for Cypress Fairbanks Independent School District. I've worked in their IT department for over 7 years. I specialize in software licensing management. I'm hoping to, in the near future, gain a position in management that'll allow me to highlight my skills. As you can see, I'm currently a member of LinkedIn. If you click on the icon at the top where it says Michelle Campos LinkedIn, it'll actually take you to my live page where you can see more detailed information and skills that I've managed to obtain over the past few years. In this presentation, I'd like to go ahead and highlight some projects and presentations that I've done while being a U of H student. One of them was actually a sea turtle research paper. I researched light pollution and how it affects the sea turtle population. This topic was really important to me because they are currently an endangered species, and I would love for my grandchildren and even their grandchildren to be able to see these creatures in their lifetime. After completing this research paper, I also chose to go ahead and mail it to the Sea Turtle Hospital that's found in the Florida Keys. I visited this hospital on multiple occasions and learned different things that I can do to help this endangered species, and I found that maybe by me providing some information to them that they can also help educate future visitors to that area. So another project that I would like to discuss was actually done in my leadership class, and it's basically highlighting how good communication is required in everyday interactions. In this presentation, I provided one sheet of paper and a pencil to each and every student. I requested that they close their eyes, and I gave them instructions on what I wanted them to do with the paper. Examples of this were fold the paper in half, tear one of the corners off, write your initials on the paper. After about 10 instructions were done, I had each person stand up in front of the class and show what the outcome was of their paper. We looked amongst all the papers and not one of them matched the other. And some of the reasons were because I didn't give direct instructions. I didn't explain tear the upper left corner off. I didn't say fold the paper lengthwise. I didn't say write your initials on the back in the middle. I didn't give a lot of detail. I just left it very vague. A lot of the problems with this is you'll get so many different outcomes. Where I'll use these skills that I learned is actually in my leadership abilities. I will make sure that my team is aware of what I expect from them and what details I need to be in their projects that I'm asking of them. And lastly, I would like to discuss an interview that I did for a group project. I chose to interview a leader that was important and that I felt had good leadership skills, and that was actually my boss. I chose to ask him questions, and he provided me answers that I can actually use in my future as I continue to grow and move into a management position. Some of the learning objectives that I can take away from my digital media class were actually some of the features that PowerPoint offered that I wasn't aware of. Also, how to create a visually appealing PowerPoint towards your audience. Creating and designing a branding for myself. Also, how to create a movie using PowerPoint. And the one that I would really take away from this class is not to be scared to design and produce a genuine product. Always be willing to take risk and go bold. So I'd like to go ahead and discuss some of the projects that I've been on while working for Cypress Fairbanks Independent School District. One of the ones that I learned the most from was actually being a lead in the network cabling project. This project came from the 2014 technology bond. Some of the highlights were it was a $4.6 billion project that took over 2 years to complete. There was over 85 campuses that were affected in this cabling project. more than 230 network closets that we had to work in, and over 300 miles of Cat 6A cabling that were used. So if you liked what you've seen so far and you're looking for a new employee to join your team, feel free to give me a call and let's schedule a time to meet and discuss what skills I can bring to your team.